Carol Swain is a former professor at Vanderbilt University Law School. A few years ago, she dared to criticize the Southern Poverty Law Center, a group that is completely corrupt. She accused them of effectively becoming a hate group while claiming to fight against hate groups. Well, the SPLC's reaction was predictable. No introspection of any kind. They denounced Swain as, quote, an apologist for white supremacists. Carol Swain just wrote about the experience in the Wall Street Journal. She says the group's attacks are a badge of pride for her. She joins us now.
Hello.
Carol Swain, thanks for joining us tonight. So when you saw that the Southern Poverty Law Center was calling you an apologist for white supremacy, what was your reaction to that?
Well, I was not surprised. I had criticized them first, and I was criticizing them because I saw that they were engaging in mission creep, that they had lost sight of their original purpose, and they had started going after conservatives. At the time, it was immigration restrictionists. So I wrote a blog, September 2009, and about 6 weeks later, my photograph was in my local paper on the front page with a headline that I was an apologist for white supremacy.
Did your original piece say anything nice?
So they retaliated.
Well, it's almost unbelievable that they would do that, but I just want to be absolutely sure I'm not missing anything. Did you say anything nice about white supremacists in your piece?
Had nothing to do with white supremacists. There was a film that I reviewed. The title of the film was A Conversation About Race, and I gave it an enthusiastic review because I felt that on college and university campuses that there was a side that was not usually heard in social science classes, and that was the perspective of whites who felt that they were being beaten up about racism. And so I endorsed the film, and they used that as the pretext to label me as an apologist for white supremacy, even though I had written at that point 2 books on white nationalism.
Yeah, and not in favor of it, of course. So
no,
what was your?
Yeah.
The whole thing is so crazy. I guess if you take 3 steps back, look, they're a corrupt group that exists to raise a lot of money from mostly well-meaning but gullible donors. I get it. But what I'm shocked by is how many media organizations take them seriously, pretend that they're legitimate. Did you lodge a complaint with them?
Well, first of all, anyone that criticizes them publicly run the risk of being labeled as a hater or being placed on hate watch or being mentioned in one of their articles. And so to get branded by them, all you have to do is criticize them. In fact, you yourself is at risk of being placed on hate watch.
Oh, I'm sure that's true. I wouldn't go there. But to call an African-American woman a white supremacist, I'm sorry to laugh, it's horrible, but it's also so ludicrous that why would anyone...
apologist for white supremacy.
Why would anyone take them seriously?
I don't know. I mean, they have a lot of influence at universities, and the name, the Southern Poverty Law Center, it conjures up an image of this organization that is seeking to eradicate poverty, that's working on behalf of the downtrodden. Totally false. They do nothing really for the poor. And so they have been able to amass, millions of dollars with that image. And what they do now is really pursue an ideological leftist agenda, and they punish anyone who criticizes them.
Including you. Professor Swain, thank you for telling us what happened to you. I appreciate it.